Well, hello lads. I welcome you all to another video. Today we are continuing off from last time, which was, some sort of picnic with Natsuki, Sari, and maybe Eri. After 6 months, was it? Either 6 weeks or 6 months. I don't quite remember. Atazoth's hospitalization. So yeah, let's get to it. The one currently on the reeks of the late 80s. No, who am I to call something out as being cheesy? It isn't Atazoth cannot speak once more. That is quite bad. It isn't inherently a bad thing, but still. A few minutes pass before Natsuki joins me in the room. Her eyes end up fixated on the plasma screen. Whether it's a show she's seen before or she's merely confused as to what the hell I'm watching seems to be undecided. The seeming almost silence is then broken by both a small vibration and a chirp-like tone coming from Natsuki's phone. Not being a particularly nosy person, I don't ask who it is. However, she then taps my shoulder. Hmm? It's Eri. She's just going up to Yuri's. She shouldn't be too long. Given that I've never been over to Yuri's, I wouldn't have an exact idea as to how long Sarah will actually be. More time passes. Eventually, there's a trio of quick knocks at the door. I go to get up and answer it, but Natsuki bolts up from her seat and heads to do so instead. Yawning softly, I return my focus to the TV. It doesn't take me too long to hear footsteps approaching the living room. I spot Sarah out of the corner of my eye and stand up, ready to greet her. With an excited smile on her face, she practically flies towards me and almost knocks me off my feet as she embraces me with a vice-like grip. Ugh! That is the birthday boy. Morning, so I always forget how Sarah can be sometimes. As Sarah keeps squeezing me, I then hear a gentle giggle from across the room. Calm down, Sarah. I'm sure Atazoth's happy to see you too. Sarah releases me, allowing me to breathe once again. Sorry, Atazoth. I guess I kinda got carried away there. Don't worry, you're good. Harrison finds the way back into my lungs. Sarah flashes me a quick smile before being back into the kitchen by Natsuki. Once Harry's gone, only me and Yuri remain in the living room. This is an interesting Yuri casual outfit. It's been a little while since we've been alone together. Whilst we stay stood, whilst we stay stood there, Yuri averts her gaze and smiles, looking off to the side a little. Hey, been a while, hasn't it? My man, can you be more awkward? My voice is more of a soft whisper, but a whisper I know that she can hear. It has been, yes. Yuri's voice is just as soft. How have you been? Like, how's your first semester been? First semester has been alright. I'll admit I did struggle at first, as many of the courses reading list was much more complex than what I have read in the past. Damn. Yuri cannot eat something. Impossible. But hey, I did opt for a psychology major. She then pauses for a brief moment before smiling sheepishly. Besides that, I've been doing better. I've had a lot more time to myself since I moved out. More time to think about how I am as a person. I know I've not been the easiest person. I am working to better myself though. I'm happy to hear that. Like, really, I am. Her eyes flick back to meet mine and a small, admittedly adorable smile forms across her lips. Promise? I promise. Very smiles to herself, her cheeks being overcome with a slowly growing blush. I then hear footsteps coming towards the living room, this time accompanied by the sound of rustling plastic bags. Alright everyone, ready to go? There's less than a subtle tinge of excitement to Atsuki's voice. I have no idea still how to do the voice, they're so inconsistent. And I think except Natsuki's, they are very hard to distinguish in the video, between Sayori's, Atazoth's, and Yuri's. Not that I can exactly blame her though. I am. Sari beams in a classic Sari fashion. I'd like to head off too. Yuri's demeanor reverts to a more calm and collected one. That just leaves me, as happy as I am seeing everyone here together in what feels like forever. My mind still reminds me that the sight in front of me shall always remain incomplete. It's just there, staring me right in the face, almost like a jigsaw puzzle lying on a table with a single piece missing. And what's that piece for me? That's simple. It's Monica. I always picture her being here with me. Hell, I still do most days. Whilst I've been slowly getting better, The memory of what happened still lingers within me. Within me! That's the name of the mod. Damn. Pure cinema. Sometimes it's like an itch that can't be scratched, but an itch I can cast away to the back of my mind. Other times, it just dominates my day. Before the memories can once again cement themselves in my mind, Natsuki approaches me and rests a hand on my shoulder. Atazoth? You doing okay? Natsuki's soft tone pulls me back to reality, and I look back to her and my two other friends. All three of them wear a rather awkward expressions, as if they are wondering if they should say something. I quickly relieve their potential worries. Yeah, I'm fine. Let's get going. The four of us then leave the house on a rather somber note. Aside from brief bursts of small talk, the most part of the walk is accompanied by silence. I can't help but feel responsible for the current awkwardness. I could have sworn that I was starting to get better at coping with what happened to Monica, but I'm starting to call that progress into question. Eventually, a conversation starts to kick off between the girls, but I am trailing along, borderline oblivious to everything going on around me. The feeling of a fingertip in my upper arm then suddenly yanks me back into reality. Huh? Hey! I look to my side and Sarah is there to greet me with a rather sweet smile. She speaks in a soft whisper. You doing better? I nod with a slight shrug. Yeah, I'm good. Yep, real convincing. The look on Sarah's face tells me everything she's thinking. The pair of us continue walking, that ever-present awkwardness still looming. As I look up, I notice Natsuki and Yuri are engaged in conversation. I exhale gently and sigh quickly after. Sarah looks towards me with that same downcast look on her face. It's... It's Monica? I nod silently. I know everyone says that she's here with me in spirit, and I do believe that, but I still feel lost without her sometimes, you know. Sarah stops dead in her tracks and turns to face me directly. I step too, turning to return her gaze. Phone news. Stop. Stop messaging me, lads. Damn. Atazoth, no one's expecting you to just get over what happened just like that. She clicks her fingers to emphasize that last... Wait, what do you mean clicks her fingers? Like, together or like, snaps them? I think she snaps them, not clicks. Like, this is just unrealistic. I sigh and look towards Nat and Yuri. They don't seem to have noticed the fact we stopped in the middle of the street. I'm surprised you still put up with me. I'm surprised any of you do. Atazoth, you've got it all wrong. It's not putting up with you. It's being patient. Just like you were and still are with me. She then steps closer to me, subtly squeezing my hand in her own. And we are still gonna be here for you, regardless of anything. An earnest smile rests upon her lips and I smile back. The pair of us just stand there for a little bit. I'm glad she's still a part of my life. To some degree, I can't imagine life without her. A ever so slightly squeaky voice then breaks the silence. Hey! Sorry backs away, slightly flustered as an agitated gremlin approaches us. How long did it take you and Yuri to realize we weren't behind you? I was gonna ask for directions, and when I turned her eye, neither of you were there. Suddenly lightly giggles at Natsuki's expense. It's not funny. Yuri nearly started freaking out because she thought you ditched us. I wasn't actually. Natsuki chuckles mischievous after Yuri's seeming rebuttal. I smile, gently laughing and rolling my eyes as I do. Yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, on we go. After retracing Nat and Yuri's steps, the four of us continue walking down. Ugh, my throat. At 5 pings, Jesus Christ. Is it unprofessional? Yes, I cannot check. That's way too many pings and shit, so I ain't checking. After what feels like longer than usual, we finally reach the park. Whilst there is still a gentle breeze in the air, there is also a light warmth. We all walk towards a section of the park where there is one of those picnic tables you typically see at parks. As we each take a seat, Natsuki places her bags onto the wooden surface and starts unpacking the fruits of her labor. All which might be devoured in a matter of minutes, especially if Sarah gets her hands on it. Ooh! Yeah, I know it's a lot. Just try to take it easy, okay? As Nat continues to unpack, the remaining 3 of us simply wait in anticipation. Soon enough, the entirety of our small feast is unveiled. Both Sarah and Yuri's eyes light up. I end up grinning at Natsuki like an idiot. What is it, dummy? You know, you don't have to do all this. Well, I wanted to, so deal with it. Natsuki flashes me her signature wide grin, coupled with her typical sass. Just over half a year ago, Nat's sass would have probably ended up getting on my nerves. If anything, now it's honestly endearing. Sure, she still can be a pain in the ass, but she's a lovable pain in the ass. The best kind of pain in the ass, I believe. Come on, what are you all waiting for? Let's eat. With a gleam in our eyes, we start to eat. There is a vast selection of food available, ranging from simple sandwiches to delightfully fluffy onigiri, to a collection of cookies and biscuits baked by Natsuki herself. If I ever get someone, a friend who knows about my channel and anything, to collab with me, I need them to do the other voice, at least one other voice, because it's making me insane. I feel schizophrenic. I'm just talking to the fucking different voices I make. It's fucking horrible. Like, Jesus. Ah! All of it tastes bloody brilliant. And judging by the looks, What? Judging by the looks, both Yuri and Sari's faces, I'm not the only one who thinks so. After some we eat, some more, I break the near silence, and I take out a drink, cause this is getting exhausting. Bloody hell. I wonder what my parents think about all this, Jesus, just hearing me fucking speak in different voices to myself in English. So, I can ask Yuri about this, but how's uni been for everyone? Sorry is the first answer. It's going better than I thought it would. There's still sometimes where it gets a little... What's the word I'm looking for? Daunting? Yeah, that's it. But I'm getting a lot of help from my tutor and some of the new friends I made. And what about the trio guy I keep seeing you with? Is he helping ya? Sari sinks into herself with a sly smile, hidden beneath a scarlet veil. Damn. Whoever this trio is, it seems Sari's taken a slight fancy to him. Ooh. That being said, I am certainly curious. Yeah, he helps me when he can. He's even saved my butt a couple of times. That same shy smile returns there. Natsuki then turns to me, a faux shock plastered on her face. Oh my god, Atazoth, you've been replaced! She bursts into a fit of hearty laughter. No, it's not like that. Like, Ryo's nice and all, but he couldn't replace you, Atazoth. Some of the scarlet haze from Sari's face transfers to mine as I sheepishly smile. You're too kind, Sari. But like, if you wanna spend more time with your boyfriend, I can't really stop ya. I chuckle a little at how defensive she's being about not replacing me. He's not my boyfriend. Well, there is certainly something going on between you two. You're by his side every other day. She smirks as Sari scowls at the pair of us, but Natsuki persists. Oh, come on. There's gotta be something you like about him. Ned's got her trapped now. Well, he's nice, smart, very considerate. Quite handsome too, not gonna lie. What was that last part? Heard her clearly, but again, it is fun to tease her. I said what are you making me say? Both me and Natsuki burst into laughter, but soon enough were joined by Yuri and her soft giggle. Oh my, I don't think I've ever seen Sari this embarrassed before. Stop it! We eventually held her teasing, still laughing a little. I then turned my attention to Natsuki. What about you, Nat? So how's everything going for you? Oh, it's going great. Just great. You sound like you hate it. Well, it would be a bit strong of a word for it. I mean, it's a pain in the fucking ass, but it could be worse. I look to my right and see her shaking her head, but still smirking. Let me guess, because you're a pro? At last, you finally admit it. That being said, I honestly can't stand most of the staff there. Especially some of the catering cloth. They can get so full of themselves. Okay, anything that doesn't get you all riled up? Now that you mention it, yeah. I met some really awesome people. Like, there's this one person I met called Asuka, and we get on great. And the best part is that we share all the same classes. She says that last with a sweet, almost sing-song tone. Once more, I can't help but crack a smile. That's great to hear, Nat. My, I wish I had this much time to get to know people. My chair squeaks, you must suffer. To be truthful, I'm a bit, envious. No, don't be jealous, Sari. I'm sure you'll find someone eventually. Atazoth's right, you know. You may still find some nice, slightly broody guy who reads Stephen King with ya. While still appreciate the sentiment, I'm not in any hurry for a relationship. I know I said that I wish I had more time to connect with people. Don't get me wrong, I still do. But I'm certainly more content with the wonderful friends I already have. Gary's words and radiant smile sends warmth towards the rest of us, Sari looking on with a smile full of rice. Time passes and eventually, the feast Natsuki had made is reduced to a mess of leftover scraps and an indeterminable amount of crumbs. Not that any of us are complaining, we all enjoyed it. Especially Sari. More discussion about the girl's time at university ensues, and resulting in some more bits of teasing over Sari's fondness for the ever enigmatic Rio. Of course, I'm eventually brought into the conversation. It's only natural, of course, especially as I didn't end up going to uni last year. After anything that had happened, I wanted to better my mental state before even contemplating going back to education. Again, whilst there are brief moments where I experienced more relapses, I am getting better. But this so-called gap year has to come to a close at some point. Ugh, bloody hell. Yeah, I'll be sending in my application this summer and fingers crossed I'll be enrolled at Harvard University for September. I'm glad. Honestly, it's been a little weird without you there. I scratched the back of my neck. I can imagine. I don't mean to pry, but how have the past months been since we last saw each other? I can't imagine it's been easy. I think to myself for a little bit. I don't particularly want to bring the mood down, but it would be a bit disingenuous to ignore your question. I could be a bit brief about it. Well, it's not been the easiest, but I'm getting better at managing everything. That's terrific news. Like, I know there'll be times where it does get harder to forget what happened, but in my heart, I know Monica would want me to keep fighting on. In a way, I think of it like she didn't stop existing when she passed on. I think of it like her spirit's still watching over us, you know? So if that sounds like overly cheesy or something like that. I wouldn't call exactly her thoughts cheesy. If anything, I would say it's quite a spiritualistic way of thinking. And I can imagine it brings a great degree of comfort, yes? I notice I find myself smiling once more. It honestly does, yeah. Speaking of Monica, huh? Natsuki looks towards Tsuri, who simply nods and goes to Sari. Again, Natsuki a rather confused look. What's going on here? You might wanna close your eyes for this. All three of us worked pretty hard on this. A cyborg of Monica. She has been remade. Flesh into metal. Consider my curiosity piqued. I nod at Natsuki and she walks out of sight. I'm tempted to try to sneak a peek as to what they had prepared, but that would be just rude. Eventually, I just close my eyes. After overhearing a short burst of whispers by the trio, I hear footsteps approaching me. Arms out. I comply with Natsuki's request, raising my arms up. But a few seconds later, I feel a sort of fabric brush against my fingertips. Is that velvet? I firmly grip the object in my hands. Can I open my eyes yet? Hang on a sec. What hurried whispers ensue for a short moment. Okay, you can open them now. Exhale through parted lips before opening my eyes. I'm immediately met by the sight of the three of my closest friends giving me right earnest smiles. Sari's eyes then flicker down towards my hands as if they were guiding me where to look. Naturally, I follow their direction and freeze in place at the side they land on. Mares I met with the sight of a light green velvet bounded book. Velvet. Oh, the material, not like color. Damn, I'm an idiot. Jesus. Then she said, wait, how would he know the color when he was... Whatever. Atazoth cannot fucking... doesn't have reading comprehension. The edges of the cover are aligned with a shiny gold border. To finish it off, there is text in the center that I cannot read. Forever in my heart, Monica Hirai. Good, I can read. To finish it off, there is text in the center that is embossed with the same material as the border. It reads, Forever in my heart, Monica Hirai. I find myself fixated on the book, but I briefly look up to the girls in a mix of awe and disbelief. Go on, open it. My eyes return to the book and I follow Sari's instruction. Upon opening, my vision is filled with a myriad of photos of Monica at various points in her life, almost like a timeline. I silently go through all the pages, going from her early years to what I presume are her early teens to even her 18th birthday. Obviously, I've been able to see her face since I last saw her, through the photos I took of us when she was still here, But there is something different about this time. Maybe it's because how much time has passed. Maybe it could be because of the history these pictures hold. Or maybe something else I can't explain. How much time do we have? Wait, so I don't... Oh, damn. We are out of time, so... One last. Whatever it is, it just feels different. It's only when I get to the last couple of pages when I feel my chest tighten. The next 3 pages and the next are plastered with photos from Monica and me, some that I remember her posting online and some I have not seen before. There is even the photo strip we took that time we went to the carnival. I can feel tears starting to well up in my eyes. But they are not tears of sadness, they are tears of joy. I then turn to the next page. I forgot to read. As soon as my eyes meet that last picture, everything comes flooding back. It's one of the first pictures that we have ever taken together, mostly thanks to Sarah. The 3 of us were walking together, and Moni asked Sarah if she could take some pictures of us. This was always one of her favorites. Well, lads, I think we'll end it here, on a nice tone. I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you all later. Bye bye, and subscribe.